Sometimes you want quietness, to be left alone and just rest. But most of the time, people want excitement. Especially when you have a quiet job, like Matt has. He works in a high-class parking garage where rich people come, often with their trophy bimbos, to park their expensive cars. It's quiet, but it's fine. This way he can study for his mathematics courses. Then, one day, someone tries to steal one of the expensive cars. Matt caught him in the act, but promptly gets kidnapped under gunpoint. His kidnappers force him to help him stealing a priceless 1,000-year-old rice bowl from a Chinese triad boss. From here on, an adventure will unfold. Matt has a choice. Shall he embrace his role in the robbery, or shall he try to sabotage it? Maybe he will help the triads, or not. I won't spoil it, but this game is all about choices. So what do you do in late shift? Well, this game is more of an interactive film than a game. It's live action, so it features real actors, and along the way you'll get choices. In these choices you control what Matt will do next. You have limited time to decide, and if you don't do anything, Matt will just go with the first choice. So, in theory, you don't really have to do anything for this game to progress. But that isn't very fun. You want to know what will happen with each choice. Because of the nature of this game, I did edit the video a bit differently as well. I didn't make any cuts, so nothing will be spoiled. The graphics are extremely realistic, because, well, it's live action, so of course they are. The acting is very well done. It's not top-notch quality, but the quality you would expect from an indie film. Especially the main character is doing a great job, and you see how he changes over the course of events. It's not brilliant, but serviceable. For the sound, the same story. They are of movie quality, which is pretty great. But for a movie, they were not exceptional. There isn't so much to say about the presentation of Late Shift. It has some great shots of London, and even though I didn't visit the British capital for nearly 10 years, I instantly recognize it. The menus and everything have a very DVD-ish feel, more than a game. And this might tie in one of the most important problems of Late Shift. Is this a game or a movie? I would say it's a game, but you can watch the whole thing without making a choice, making it a movie. There's very little gameplay, and you can even skip it altogether if you choose to. So, if you do not like films, Late Shift is not for you. Personally, I was really grabbed by the plot and I wanted to see what was going to happen next. It's definitely interesting to see how Matt changes over time. But if you like more action-focused game and you thought that the Telltale games didn't even have enough gameplay, steer away from this game. One thing interactive movies usually lack is replayability, and I think that Late Shift suffers from this too. Even though there are 7 endings, they are not all so different. One playthrough clocks between 60 and 70 minutes, so in theory it takes you 8 hours to see the whole game, but it took me much less. With some strategically replaying certain scenes, it's doable in about 3 hours. Another thing that's really important in an interactive film like Night Shift is the transition between the choices. If it seems like the choice makes you transition into a different scene, it breaks all the immersion. Thankfully, this isn't the case with Late Shift. Whenever you make a choice, the flow of the scene is not broken, and it just seems that Matt does the action that you picked out for him. It's pretty impressive. In conclusion, Late Shift is a very cool experience. I played it alone, but I can imagine that with a small crowd yelling at the TV what choices to take, it can be pretty fun as well. If you can live with a short runtime and the lack of interactivity, then it's a good choice to pick up. So this was my review from Late Shift, the interactive movie thriller game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please spread the word and share this video. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. I have something nice in stock. I'm not sure if it will be the next video, maybe it's the one after, but well, see you then. Ciao.